Hello, this is Dr. Meaty. I hope you're having a great night. Oh, it's almost 1 a.m. here on the East Coast. I was reading about this Nazi jurist named Roland Freisler, and he was famous running the People's Court. He was an ardent Nazi, and he believed in the party as the ultimate of his leanings. He would do anything for the party. Now, Freisler would often humiliate the defendants and often sentence them to death. He just was a evil Nazi judge. Now, what made me think of this guy when I was reading his bio and watched a YouTube video on the guy is he sort of compares to these federal judges down in the Washington District, Washington, D.C. District of Federal Court under the Justice Department of Merrick Garland. They went after these January 6 defendants with a zeal like, you'd be looking for a nice steak, to fry. But some of these defendants that have been in solitary confinement, without a trial for 2-3 years, then when they get in front of the judge, they get the federal prosecutors making these people seem like they've killed Christ themselves, And so many of the boys were military veterans with Purple Hearts and great service records. Others are just peaceful protesters minding their own business. Now, during the so-called insurrection back in January 6th, everything was kind of okay. It was sort of like a Trump frat party. Everybody was getting there. But what happened was the cops threw smoke bombs and flashbang grenades into the crowd, and it drove everybody nuts. And that's when their problems began. Now, there are a lot of federal instigators there, working undercover. They, egg these people on. They got them to do stuff that maybe in their right mind they wouldn't do, but they were egged on and encouraged to act, like protesters. I saw an interview by, oh boy, Stephen Gardner is his name. He interviewed the epic Viking man. Can't think of the guy's name. The guy with the horns and the painted face, red, white, and blue. And the way he described it was just, he got railroaded bad, baby. Now, these federal judges down in Washington, D.C., they have ultimate power. They're power mad. They're crazy with power. And the sentences that they've imposed on these people are extreme, to say the least. Where a 2-year stint in federal prison might straighten the person out or straighten the thinking out. They're sending these people to prison 5, 8, 10, 12, 18 years. Now, okay, you're going to send a message. Don't do this. But I think, a year or 2 years in the federal pen will probably get your attention. And you don't need to go to extremes. Roland Freisler was famous for sentencing his defendants to death. How it ended, though, is an Allied air raid was underway, and his people in the courthouse said, "You gotta get out of here, Roland." And he was slow. He's gathering up his paperwork and all his important stuff, and the American bombers blew the courthouse up with him in it, and he got killed. I don't want to see that happen to any federal judges, but, these federal judges, they need to step back. And that's what's fair and right. Sure, they got all this power. They can sentence anybody to anything or any indeterminate term that they want. But it's like a gang of prosecutors and judges who go after these people, and they sock it to them. And it's just way beyond anything that's needed to send a message. So, I don't know these judges' names individually. I've read about them. But there are some real pricks on the bench. And I would not want to be in their courtroom if I was a defendant, because you get railroaded and then they sock it to you and give you a maximum sentence or give you something so harsh it's beyond fair. Well, that's Dr. Matey's screed for the day. I hope you have a great day. And we need to get Merrick Garland to start investigating Joe Biden. Get his bank records, Merrick, and find out all his connections that he's had with all these foreign countries and the dirty deals he's done. But, Merrick, he doesn't want to do any work against the guy who appointed him as Attorney General. He's just so pissed off that he never got a Supreme Court appointment. And that was a blessing for America, because if Garland would have got on the Supreme Court, he would have been a radical of radicals. He just looks creepy. And, I'm not a big fan of the guy, as you can tell. But, this whole Justice Department under him is so very corrupt, and we know it. So we need to clean house and get him out and sweep out all these political phony Rama wannabes, They love power. They just absolutely love power. They need to be humble and pray to Jesus. Pray to baby Jesus for forgiveness. All right, my friends. We'll see you later, little babies. I love you.